to fix all those problems associated with this is only Con Ed, only New York City. The cost associated with repairing all the damage done by Sandy will add about 3.5 cents per kilowatt hour in cost of electricity, which is significant, but not.
It's probably 25-30% cost total right now.
Yeah. To retrofit the distribution, the Con Ed distribution system, to make it weatherproof, to avoid another disaster similar to Sandy, to take all the substation, raise them, to put all those overhead distribution underground, to do all that, will translate into the utility bill for your typical consumer to go up not 3 cents, but 300 cents, $3.
Yeah.
100 times more. So guess what's going to happen?
Reaction. Yeah, they're not.
That will never happen. They cannot increase the the utility rates by such an incredible number. So that's one of the reason doing a distributed generation in various formats, avoiding long transmission lines and even distribution line, will be a way to overcome some of these issues.
I just kind of feel like what you have is you have private or commercialized businesses that are trying to get it going, but they're waiting on a government that is taking forever. And the government, I mean, essentially you're handing a complicated problem like this over to the DMV, right? So we know how well the DMV does with just getting you a driver's test and an automobile license, right? I can't imagine turning something like this over to the DMV in another government department to try to figure out how to advance for us, right? So I look at things and I still don't see. I think that what this industry needs is a disruptive change agent that can use the data centers as the final tipping point and the final straw that broke the camel's back to addressing an energy problem that we've been kicking the can down the road for since the last 40 years, right? So we need to probably start solving for this now. And if we started, who knows where we would have been 20 years ago if we started bifurcating nuclear weapons from nuclear energy. But we're doing that now, right? And I'm hoping that these podcasts will draw in, I've probably had 5 to 10 people that I don't know that had heard just snow horns on power. And they solicited or nominated someone else to come on the podcast and talk about power, people from energy groups I've never even heard of before, right? And maybe that's what this is for, is to, as you're making this part of your primary responsibilities as an industry thought leader is to help us figure out how we're going to capture this solution on energy. I think it's going to take, a lot of people. It's going to take you talking about your stuff with all the people that are in orbit with you. But I think that the crisis, we need to talk about it in the terms of a crisis, because I think
it is a crisis. Yeah, there's no question about it. But in the same time, I'm optimistic that, we solved many other problems.
You better get to work. Your grandkids may be in this industry. What are they going to think when their grandfather didn't solve this problem before he retired?
Well, they don't think much of their grandfather.
I doubt that shit. My thing is this is the problem. This is everything that we do begins and ends with, finance in this industry. And right now, this industry is measured on what it sells from a product basis based on power. So we have to solve for this. And I think this is hopefully the final push. This is the industry that breaks the camel's back as it becomes mainstream. And now it allows itself with its voice to bring more attention to this crisis of power. And then hopefully you and the rest of the data center fight clubs could all come together and help put that voice together using platforms like our conference or, this or other platforms like Interglobix and all the other conferences that exist, but start really getting everybody to focus hard so that way we're all reaching out to our networks and figuring out who's going to come in here and stake something like, and arbitrarily here in 7 years from now, this data center company is going to have nuclear power.
I'll tell you, I cannot say enough about what the kind of what you do for this industry, but to bring all these people and really really discussing the issues facing our business, our industry, bringing some clarity and some helping people going through the decision process. But the kind of benefits you are bringing this industry is extraordinary. So, I say thank you. I mean, this is I really appreciate what you're doing for this business.